Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be transplanting my potato slips, the ones with the roots already. Like these ones, I'm going to be putting them in cups, trying to root them on. Hopefully they'll get a bigger root system when I transplant them. They'll take off, because what it is over here, we get like a very cold, very cold time here. In England, it's very cold in the winter. So the ground kind of stays cold for a very long time. Well, that's what I believe anyway, longer than most places where these things grow naturally. So by me doing this, I believe I'm going to give it a little head start with the rooting. And when the soil gets a little bit warmer, say maybe a month from now, I can put them into the ground and then see how they work out. I'm also going to be putting some in some sacks as well. So I'm just trying out how they're going to work out. Basically, because when I just put them in the slips just like that in the ground, they take like forever before they even start growing. So I'm going to see, like I said, by me putting them, in some compost in advance, what I'm saying to you, see how they're going to turn out. Guys, so just follow me along with the journey, see how they turn out, what I'm saying to you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, please do. There's going to be more videos coming as the time is warming up, I'll be going to the allotment, doing what we do normally, guys, alright? So yeah, so what I'm going to do is going to be putting some compost. This compost was, it's not even really a soil, it's almost like a cocoa coir, So I'm going to be using that. Okay, guys, and it's simple like that. Just going to be adding into it. Just give it a little firm down, not too hard. Hoping that these guys will give me a good little start, So I'll just repeat the process again. Yeah, guys, I like to recycle sport noodles, but they make excellent cups or pots, when your plants are at this stage, when you're transplanting them from, say, like the cubes, they're ready to go up into a bigger size. You put them straight in these, you're gonna get a very, very good root system. All right, so yeah. So let's put a little bit in. Let's find the root with some roots already on there. As you can see, we've got the roots. Put it in. I'm just going to put the soil around it. So guys, if you think that this, it's a good idea, or if you've tried it like that before, please let me know. If I'm wasting my time doing it like that, please let me know in the comment. But I really believe from the 2 years I've grown them, if they had a much bigger, more vigorous root system, they may have done a bit better than they had done. So we're gonna do, we're trying to just find the ones, well, even this will be fine, because once the root starts to grow, the roots are growing, Yeah, so like I was saying, once the ground gets a little bit warm, gets warm enough, I'll be, putting them in the ground. Maybe the ones that I'm going to be putting in the pots, I can maybe start a little bit earlier. Sorry, the sacks, should I say, I can start a little bit earlier. But yeah, let's just see how they go, guys. Let's see how they go. If you can tell me, any advice, anything you can give me, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm just trying to find the ones with, the more vigorous looking roots. I'm going to try to transplant about 8 of them. As you know, the process is pretty much the same. So once I've finished this, guys, I'll fold it over, show you what they look like, alright? So right guys, we finally finished potting them up. We only wanted to do about 8 of them, as you can see. They're looking pretty much healthy, you know, pretty healthy. So we're just going to be watering them in. I may give them some of my homemade, you know, fertilizer that I made in that liquid fertilizer. If you check out in the earlier videos, you know, how to make the fertilizers, you will see. That one is just made out of the grass and, you know, all the bits of say weeds and stuff that I pick up around the garden. I simply just put it all in a bucket. I also put things like apples, you know, bananas, you know, that stuff in there. Put all of that in there. I let it break down, and then I use it like as a fertilizer, like a 1 to 10 ratio, basically. So I may feed my potato plants some of that. As you can see, the leaves are kind of going a little bit yellow, so they may need just a little bit of food to kind of help them on. Right. I've also I've got my Lola Rosses. They seem to have come up, and they're about the perfect size now, you know, to also repot them. So I'm going to also do that in this video as well, guys. So if you want to follow me, see how I'm going to be doing that, I'll show you guys how I get on with that, alright? Okay, so first thing is, you know, I just put my compost in to the trays. Give it a little shake just to make sure everything goes down. I try not to compact it in too much. Basically, it just makes its own way, you know, in the pots. Just give it a little dab down, make sure everything compresses down. But we try not to avoid, you know, to push it down, you know, directly. We want the soil to be nice and fluffy, you know, for our roots, because they're just young plants. We would like them to go down without too much, you know, hassle. Alright, so basically we're gonna just push this down. Try to break a portion of them away without damaging. Very gentle at this point. As you can see, the roots down there at the bottom. What we're trying to do is just basically pry these out very gently, one by one. Just try to just pull them apart without hurting the actual plant. And then just use my chopstick. This is just basically a chopstick. I'm going to just gently hold it by the leaf like this. Press it towards the hole and then just gently push it down. And that's basically it. So that'll be one of them here so far. And guys, we just repeat the process. These guys, you know, they start off kind of green, but they end up kind of reddish color as they mature into the lettuce. I've got one here. So let's do this one as well here. Let's push it down. It's one of the things in gardening that's got to be done, guys. It's one of those days, you know, you just have to take your time. Be kind of gentle with them because, you know, they're small plants. Alright, so I'm going to do one more, guys, and then I'll get on with that. And once again, I'll show you the finished shot. Yeah, we'll see how it looks when it finishes, guys, yeah? Right, guys, I'm just coming down to the last few. Yeah, some people will actually allow these to grow a lot bigger. Makes them a lot easier to work with. And then at least you know that, yeah, that they survive. But this way here, what I'm trying to do is give each of them their own separate root system in advance. So, you know, when it's ready to transplant them into the actual soil, they got a little bit more vigor. Let's put the last one in. Right, so these guys I'm actually going to just be watering, just plain water, allow them to catch a bit, and then once they've done that, I will then be, they'll be ready to transplant into the allotment. I'm hoping maybe, next maybe 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, they'll be strong enough that I shall be able to transplant them in the allotment. Alright guys, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and yeah, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next video guys. Live well, together we grow.